The U.S. Marshal's Office says Darriana Burton, the girlfriend of Derek Groves, was taken into custody outside of a home in New Orleans on St. Peter Street today around noon. Burton is accused of assisting inmate Derek Groves, who escaped from the Orleans Justice Center nearly 1 month ago.
Hello, how are you? My name is Laurent Kuntz. I'm a former correction officer, and today I want to talk about the New Orleans jailbreak. On May 16th, 10 inmates escaped from a jail in New Orleans. 8 have been rearrested, and there's 2 that are still at large. But do you know that there's 16 people who have been arrested for helping them? 16 people. And they're facing serious charges, and they will probably have to do jail time for what they've done. And it always is mind-boggling to me how people play fast and loose with their freedom. I want to talk about a few of these cases and show you what type of time that they will be facing if they are found guilty. Now, the last person that they arrested last week, or this week, her name is Darriana Burton, and she's a former jail employee and the girlfriend of Derek Groves. Now, Derek Groves is one of the 2 individuals that's still at large. He has been convicted of 2 murders, and he was waiting to be sentenced when he escaped. Now, this young lady, his girlfriend, Darriana Burton, has been charged with conspiracy to commit simple escape. What is simple escape? Okay, simple escape is when you escape and no one's life is endangered. So in this case, they're saying that he went through the wall, scaled the fence, and no one's life was endangered, so that's considered simple escape. Now, what is the punishment for simple escape? A person in prison committed or detained who commits the crime of simple escape shall be imprisoned with or without hard labor for not less than 2 years, nor more than 5 years. So, she is facing 2 to 5 years for helping him. Is it worth it? I don't think so. The next person I want to talk about is Diamond White. Now, she's being charged with principal to aggravated escape, with being a principal to aggravated escape and obstruction of justice for helping an escapee. Now, the reason why Diamond White might be familiar to some of you is because she was the subject of the video that Antoine Massey put out last week.
Why was I even incarcerated with a woman saying that this never happened? This is this woman's name.
Now, Antoine Massey is the other inmate that's still at large. And he put a video out last week that I covered. You know, if you want to go back and look at that video, it explains the case between him and Miss White. But in a nutshell, Antoine Massey is saying that he was falsely accused by this person, Diamond White, and he, in this video, has an affidavit from Miss Diamond White retracting her complaint against him, right? And so that's so ironic because now she is being charged with being a principal to aggravated escape. So she evidently helped him escape. Now, what is aggravated escape? We know what simple escape is. What is aggravated escape? Aggravated escape is when someone's life is endangered. When someone's life has been endangered, which caused the escape or brought about the escape, then that is considered aggravated escape. And what is the penalty for aggravated escape? Let's see. Whoever commits an aggravated escape shall be imprisoned at hard labor for not less than 5 years, nor more than 10 years. So, she is facing 5 to 10 years in prison because of this charge of aggravated escape. Now, we know that all these 10 inmates went out, and we assume that they went through the wall and then they scaled the fence and they left. And so that seems to be simple escape, right? Why is Massey being charged with aggravated escape? Well, I'm going to explain that. When this escape occurred, right after it occurred, they arrested a guy named Sterling Williams. Sterling Williams was the maintenance worker who turned the water off that allowed them to disconnect the pipes so they can escape. Sterling Williams is saying that he was threatened to be shanked. Someone told him that they would shank him if he would not cut the water off. So that's why he cut the water off. That's his story. And the person that he says that told him that he would shank him is Antoine Massey.
Yes, I was lied on. They made Sterling lie on me. Out of all the guys they picked me for him to lie on. I'm not saying Sterling a bad guy, but why did you pick me to lie on, bro? It's bigger than Sterling. I don't know why they picked me for him to lie on, but I never threatened Sterling ever. How could I threaten Sterling or hurt Sterling? He cannot come on and sit with me without a deputy being present.
So Massey is charged with aggravated escape because someone's life was endangered. And being that Diamond White helped Antoine Massey, she is going to be charged as well with being a principal to aggravated escape, and she's going to face 5 to 10 years in prison if convicted. All this is alleged. This is crazy. Why would people get involved in this, knowing that these guys escaped from jail, and this is putting their freedom at risk, right? There's one other person that I want to highlight here. His name is Trevor Williams, and it says he's an inmate that is already in jail. They have charged him with 10 counts of being a principal to simple escape. So in some way, shape, or form, he has helped the 10 inmates escape. And they charged him 10 times with being a principal to simple escape. And simple escape carries a sentence of between 2 and 5 years in prison. And he got charged 10 times for this. It's ridiculous. You have, ladies on this list, you have guys on this list, you have 3 people from the same family on this list. And just to think about the time you're going to spend in jail. Jail is not a nice place. Contrary to some people's belief, it's not very clean. It's very noisy. It's very smelly. The food is bad. There's no privacy. You have to submit to searches constantly. You have to submit to strip searches on a regular basis. It's not a place you want to be, especially spending your summer in a hot jail. Okay? It's summertime now, right? And these people are locked up now. So they will be in jail for the 4th of July, for all the cookouts. If there's any weddings going on, they'll miss those. Any holidays, family reunions, or anything like that, they're going to miss all of that. And if they get convicted to 2 to 5 years for some of them, and 5 to 10 for others, you know how many holidays that is? You know how many Christmases that is? How many New Year's? How many graduations you're going to miss? There's a gentleman here. His name is Linton Van Buren Sr., and he's charged with being an accessory after the fact, right? Now, he's a senior. Of course, there's a junior. So he will be separated from Linton Van Buren Jr. if he gets convicted and sent to prison because he helped somebody who had escaped from jail. Is it really worth it? Is it really worth it? If the person that escaped really cared about you, they would stay away from you and not want to subject you to being sent to jail because you helped them. And the 2 people that are still out, Derrick Rose and Antoine Massey, will most likely be caught. There's a $50,000 reward for them right now. So somebody's probably going to turn them in. And if they had any sense, they would contact somebody that they trusted and tell them to turn them in. Tell them, hey, I'm over here. I want you to turn me in and I want you to get the $50,000. And can you please put some money in my commissary or maybe hire me an attorney? and maybe come see me during the holidays, because I'm going to be in jail for a while. So take the 50,000 and, break me off something, put something in my account and come check me out during Christmas or something like that over the years. That's the only upside to this. Other than that, there's no upside to what's happening to these people. Like I said, jail is not a place that any person wants to be. Time is like your most precious commodity. You can never get back time that you lose. So I just wanted to put that out there. Thank you for watching the video. Like and share this video with other people who may be thinking about doing something that may land them in jail. And until next time, as always, peace and stay safe.